girls and boys, Danny Stewart here at bassfandirect.com with a quick sound comparison between these two basses from the same era. These are from the early 2000s, I believe. We have the Atelier Z here, which I believe is a custom M245. It looks a little bit like the Zenon Signature, but it's the spec is a little bit different. That's ash and maple, and this one is the Cruise Maniac. This is the Uncle JB4, and this one is alder and rosewood, as you can see. Actually, no, it's not alder and rosewood, it's ash and rosewood. I do beg your pardon. So it's a little bit unusual to have ash and rosewood, but yeah. So there are similarities in spec. Both are active. They both have their own in-house pickups. So Cruise Maniac and Atelier Z. Cruise has its own preamp, and the Atelier Z has the Aguilar OBP3. So let's have a listen first to the balanced sound in active mode. We'll just have everything dialed up, bass, treble, then we'll have mid at notch position here, and we'll see how that sounds. Woo! That's pretty much a perfect slap tone, isn't it? Completely scoop the mids. Lovely as well. Put the mid full up. Bit too mealy. And then mid switch on. No, definitely not for slap. But wow, that's perfect though when at notch. Passive mode. Yeah, passive mode though has no tonal control. It's just what you hear is what you get. Okay, let's compare that with the Cruise Maniac and see what we've got there. So active mode, just everything dialed up, and the wow, this is very throaty. It's a little bit too caustic with everything dialed up. Say the treble down a little bit, so you've got bass and treble here. Wow, well, I mean, I think they both sound great. This one is a little bit more throaty. I think, personally, I prefer the Atelier Z in terms of a slap sound, because it's more focused. This is deeper and more throaty. Yeah, it's not quite as focused as the Atelier Z. I think that's the word I'm looking for it, focused. But bloody hell, it sounds great. And this also has a passive mode, which does have tonal control. Go with the tone down. And this master tone control has it has a notch on it, which means that you can spin from tone full up, and then you just knock it round and your tone is cut, and then you can go back round and open it all the way up again. So it just means that if you want to, or vice versa, so it just makes it a lot easier to switch between tone full up and tone rolled off. which is very, very practical. Anyway, let's now go on to rear pickup. So this has a balancer control. Now we're on the rear pickup. Let's take the... That's quite nice. That's with everything dialed up. Let's take the treble all the way down. And the spacing on this is a little bit, if I'm not wrong, is a tiny bit narrower. Let me just see now. I could be wrong about that. It might be the same. Yeah, it's a tiny bit narrower than the Atelier Z. So this is 60s, basically 60s position pickups. The Atelier Z actually has slightly wider spacing. It's between 60s and 70s. Let's go in passive mode. So yeah, back to active. So it's nice, 60 spacing, so it's kind of a little bit conservative. And this has a drop E, by the way, a drop D, by the way. So that's another feature which is nice. So I mean, it's a nice rear pickup sound. But let's have a listen to the Atelier by comparison. Let's see what we think on the rear pickup. Back to active, and for this we'll go with the mid all the way up, treble, notch. Yes, that's very nice. That's with the mid switch on. Let's take the mid switch off. So I prefer it boosted. And I think this, for me, this has a nicer rear pickup tone than the Cruise, just for my personal taste. I actually prefer 70s position myself, and this is, like I said, it's in between 60s and 70s, so that's nice. Passive mode though, again, there's no tonal control. It's just what you hear is what you get. But again, it's nice. You know, if you dial everything up with the treble, you know, it gets a little bit too bright. But that's nice though. So yeah, and now let's just go on to the front pickup. So that's with everything dialed up. Let's take the mid down to notch. That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's go passive. Back to active. Oops, this knob's come loose. I'm just going to take that off for the minute. Let's go with the mid switch up. Mid cut. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's a good, solid, clear sound. But I think the Cruise has a particularly nice front pickup tone, I think. Let's go with everything dialed up. Yeah, I mean it's got that for a front pickup. That's really nice. I prefer the front pickup tone on this to the Atelier Z. This has a little bit more depth and it's more throaty, which I kind of prefer for a front pickup. So I mean between the two basses, you know, I like them both equally. I think from the perspective of front pickup and rear pickup tones comparison, but the Atelier Z I prefer for rear and balanced sounds. Playability is the same on both. Let's go with everything turned. Let's just have the bass boosted and treble down, and we'll cut the yeah, it's rumbling the room. Very nice. And then passive. Tone up. And then finally, let's go on back onto the Atelier just to check with the tone all the way down on the front pickup. See, again, I'll have to put. Let's do the mid bass boosted, and well, actually, we'll take the mid just a notch, just front pickup. Oh, that's nice, though. It's nice and fuggy. That's nice and fuggy, isn't it? Let's take the mid all the way up. Yeah, so yeah, but I still think I prefer the throatiness of the Cruise Maniac. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's two wonderful modern jazz basses from the early 2000s that are yeah, this is a bit more expensive than this. I've got it listed a little bit more. However, it doesn't play any better or any worse. It's not any better or any worse. It's just different. That's all. They have their own properties. I think playability wise they're both on a par. So there you go. Those are two high quality, high end modern jazz basses from Japan that I would thoroughly recommend to anyone. Alright guys, I'll see you for another sound review very soon. And if you like my channel and like the videos, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, as it really helps in the algorithm. Alright guys, see you again for another one soon. Bye!